Hi, this is Amy from Revolutionary Chicken. So one of the questions that I get asked the most is what type of heater should I get for my waterer? And so I'm going to do a little experiment today to see heaters that are effective. It is going to get down to about 10 degrees tonight, and I wish it would get down lower. I'm probably the only person in my area that wants it to get down colder, but darn it, I wish it were getting down to 0, but it's not. It's getting down to about 10ish. So, which would be about, or 11, which would be about -11 Celsius. So that's where we're at. But anyway, water will freeze, definitely. So we're just gonna test out these heaters. Before I show you the heaters that I've chosen to test, I'm just gonna say that pretty much any bucket de-icer or barrel de-icer will work. There's so many out there that will work. And so I didn't choose to test those because already that's what they're for, they work. So I'm gonna go with some that are a little bit maybe more unusual. So this first one, full disclosure, I'm just gonna say I sell this on my website, revolutionarychicken.com. And it's just a silicone pad that heats up and it goes underneath the waterer. And when I first got these, I thought they were getting a little bit too hot. And so I had them modify it to be 25 watts. So initially it was, I think, 35 watts. Now it's 25 watts. Okay, and so yeah, that goes underneath. This second one is a heater that is submersible. It's called the Perfect Bucket Heater. It's made by K&H Pet Products, and it is 50 watts. And that goes inside. Okay, this is a little unusual. This is actually a bird bath heater. And some people ask, hey, can I get a bird bath heater? So we're gonna find out. We're gonna test it. And this uses 50 watts. All right, this is an aquarium heater. This one needs to always be completely submerged in water, not sticking out ever. So just be aware, if you go with this aquarium heater, always keep it submerged. It uses 50 watts. The reason why it's important to know the watts is that's how much power you're using, and that will affect your electricity bill. Okay, a little about the waterers I'm using. These are 5.3 gallon buckets, and they use these nipples as the chickens get their water out from the nipples. The nipples, okay, so I sell these also, revolutionarychicken.com. It has an easy open lid that hinges open, so it's easy to fill. And also the nipples are made by Columbus Aqua, which is which is probably the Rolls Royce of chicken nipples that you can buy. So they're the best quality you can get. They're manufactured in Denmark. Okay, and this is a 16-gallon blue barrel waterer. And I'm gonna use that with the heater the same. I'm just gonna grab it here. I'm gonna use the same silicone heating pad to go underneath that one as well. Do not use the silicone heating pad with the cooler, because for some reason the plastic of the cooler has a cooler melting point, and it will melt your cooler. So don't use this with your cooler. All right, here we go. It's going to be freezing tonight, which is what we want. We'll check back in the morning and see how it does. All right, we are back. It's the next morning, and you can see my breath. It's cold. We're gonna check these waterers. Okay, I'm gonna do a shout out to my son right now, who is holding the camera, who's filming me, because he doesn't really want to be out here. Thank you. Thanks. All right, the first waterer, this one had the flat heater that goes underneath it. So we're just gonna come and test it. You wanna come a little closer? Okay. So it is working. Okay, this is the water with the Perfect Bucket Heater in it, and working just fine. Okay, and then we've got this one with the bird bath heater, and this one is good. So far, we are 3 for 3. All right, and then this one has the aquarium heater in it, and that's working too. Hey, they all work. They're all great. So anyway, you can feel good about buying any of them, at least when the temperature gets to about 10 degrees. I wish I could have tested this a little lower, but that's all we had. Okay, I'm gonna come around here. I moved the blue barrel water to here. We're gonna check that one too. All right, so if you remember, this one had the like the little silicone pancake-like heater underneath it. I'm gonna test this one. Okay, that one's working. That one's, you know, they're working. Now, if you open it, let's see, I'm gonna open it up. You can see the inside here. That is frozen. The top of it is frozen. So, but, you know, as you can see, it's still working down below. So, I'm not sure. It seems like it would be fine, but I don't know for sure. Also, if you were to get this on my website, the lid of it, this isn't how the lid usually looks. I usually drill a hole in the center and then a second hole right next to it, so you can pull a cord through. If you want to use a submersible heater with this kind of water, you can as well. So that is my little experiment. They all work. Oh, as far as price goes, the little pancake heater, the one that goes underneath, is $12. Let's see, the K&H Perfect Bucket Waterer, I think it's around $28. The submersible bird bath, I think was 15 to 18. I think it was 18. And the aquarium heater was, I want to say, $12. Okay, so if this video was helpful, make sure you subscribe, because I lay awake at night trying to think of ways I can help you raise your backyard chickens.
We had some chickens, no eggs, but they lay.